Salutations, saints and sinners all around yonder. Today is November 7th, 2025. This is where we play the intro clip.
Disclaimer.
Content is rooted and oriented in truth, grace, and love.
Time is 6:44 a.m. Oh my goodness. I hate this. Yeah, time is 6:44 a.m. Thank you guys. Oh no. A pleasure to greet you. I am Emmanuel Oquendo, a creation amongst creation that just happens to do things, yet would entitle himself to things that he does. And welcome to Tabernacle of Truth, where our mission is to unite through the Hokadesh Ghost, disciples who love Alua and love others and follow Alua commands. This happens to be the channel and dedication to Tabernacle of Truth, where content consists of daily vlogs broadcasting at 5 a.m. Eastern Time daily. Up and coming weekly Bible study series broadcasting at 3 p.m. Eastern Time every first of the week. And from time to time, and coming soon, because Thanksgiving break is coming soon, a tag along to the car build. With that being said, thank you for joining me on this splendid day. With today's verse of the day being, and I believe, I don't know, give me a moment. Mind you, right now I'm using a stick from I don't know what you call it. I guess you could call it a selfie stick from one of the students. He missing a piece to it, and I needed something new. And technically I could use it with the GoPro without using the other piece, so he gifted it to me, so I appreciate him for that. So yeah, it's a long one. Today's verse of the day, which is in the Book of Jubilees, chapter 1, verses 11 to 13, which reads, "And I will send witnesses unto them, that I may witness against them, but they will not hear, and will slay the witnesses also. And they will persecute those who seek the law, and they will abrogate and change everything, so as to work evil before my eyes. And I will hide my face from them, and I will deliver them into the hand of the Gentiles, for captivity, and for a prey, and for devouring. And I will remove them from the midst of the land. And I will scatter them amongst the Gentiles, and they will forget all my law. And they will forget all my law and all my commandments and all my judgments, and will go astray as to new moons and Sabbaths and festivals and jubilees and ordinances." So we ain't really gotta explain too much on that, because I guess the only thing that needs to be contexted is who are they talking about, and etc. Well, yeah, we'll speak on that later. Something else, well, I'll allow the Spirit to speak on that later. unseen. But for now, there's 2 topics I wanted to speak about before I get to work. So, not to look at things in this light, but as long as our Father has it willed that I allow the Spirit to keep me consistent, at least until Thanksgiving break for the car bill content, which sadly but thankfully will happen to boom more. So yeah, I was just realizing that because as people were saying, or feedback I was getting, consistency matters. And like I said, I apologize for the mental break, but I needed it. I hope you guys can forgive me for it. I do feel a type of way about people like that, as in like they lean on you so much that you do something that's not that big of a deal and they drastically take it to the heart. But to each their own, to each their own. Something else I wanted to speak about was, while reading the other day, the Spirit sent an interest in it being interesting that a lot of the text that Protestantism and Catholicism rejects happens to be text encouraging the following of commandments over man's, or a text discouraging any practices or traditions that they themselves do. What a coincidence. And as the Spirit was cooking yesterday, preparing the meal for today, I guess we could break it down like this. During Catholicism, right? Catholicism, right? When it comes to King James and like the tyranny of the Catholic Church against the Reformed Catholic Church, I wouldn't consider them, I guess, to be Protestant yet, but with their like mistreatment and cruelty towards them, as we know, the 1560 Geneva Bible was written. And with that being said, that is a book that basically King James, which he was Catholic, he basically banned and didn't hold as like not true, because he basically held it as a mistranslation. But the interesting thing is, I would say it was a mistranslation that was purpose, like there was a reason for it, if that makes sense, because of their current state when being with the Catholic Church or whatever. And then when it comes to the Reformed Catholics, or now called Protestants, they reject what we call the Apocrypha. And it's very interesting that the definition of Apocrypha means hidden. It doesn't mean because that's in my journey, that's what I was always taught, like those were considered lost books and things of the nature. Just to come to find out, it just means hidden. Long story short, the Protestants now reject the Apocrypha, and a lot of the weird part is, a lot of the stuff that's in it, the funny part is, the Catholic Church, see, that's why I was breaking it down like that. Like the Catholic Church disagreed with the 1560 Geneva. Then from there, you got the Catholic Church but accepting the Apocrypha, but the Protestants now not accepting the Apocrypha. But the interesting thing is, a lot of the stuff in the Apocrypha goes against what the Catholic Church does. So it's like, it seemed like, if anything, and that's why I feel like it's all just one thing, because it's like you're helping each other out just to keep us in the loop, when it's like we gotta get down to some kind of, understanding and truth. Does that make sense? So I'm almost to work, actually. I'm not gonna be late. I'm probably gonna be like literally like right on time. So yeah. But yeah, like I was saying with like the Spirit was trying to mention for today's verse of the day, that's why I have the opinion I have on like certain holidays and traditions. Like, okay, I get that y'all made a good spin on like the reason behind it or whatever, but what it is still not what the Creator intended for us to be following. Like, not even speaking of bloodline or things of that nature, Gentiles too. Like, y'all was not meant to be celebrating deities that don't even consider themselves to be deities. You get what I'm saying? Like, ultimately we make gods of things that don't consider themselves to be gods. Like, whole time I'm pretty sure the stars know it's just stars. Whole time I'm pretty sure the clouds know they're just clouds. Not, well, that's the first thing that came to mind, but that would have been like, not like Nefertiti, but that's just the first. I don't even know who that, oh, I do, or I'm familiar, but I'm not in remembrance of who Nefertiti is or whatever. Yeah, that being said, be like 85% to work. I believe I'm gonna cut you guys short, if I'm being honest. I'll get y'all to the corner. We're just gonna speed this part up. Switch hands, switch hands. Pigeon poop, pigeon poop. Yeah, I'll get back to you guys in a later on clip. Sayonara, saints and sinners all around yonder. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace and shalom. Okay. With that being said, salutations, saints and sinners all around yonder. Today is still November 7th, 2025. Time being 5:19 p.m. Thank you guys for joining me for the second clip of the day. It was a interesting day. Ultimately very grateful for it. You could say things are changing when it comes to the school, as in like security, things of that nature. Something I did want to speak about that a student made mention to me today was how, like, on the part of students being viewers of my content, when it comes to like retention, their retention span isn't, depending on what is being talked about, the retention span isn't like 20 minutes long. And I would accept that opinion, and ultimately the Spirit gave me that, like, in the case it's something that you needed to hear, or etc., you must be capable and culpable to fight your flesh and allow the Spirit to help you do that, and watch the full video. Because yeah, it's 20 minutes long, but it's so much different, like, drops and bits and pieces of things where you never know what your Creator, or what our Creator, was meant to tell you or is trying to tell you, but you just want to watch 2 minutes. I don't really care, but you know, to each their own. Because yeah, I can't force or feel a type of way about, and at times I have, especially when it comes to when I was first trying out with Instagram, TikTok, things of the nature. It's like I felt a type of way about the support I was getting from others, which, yeah, things happen. I forgive y'all. Hopefully things change in the future. Just a breakdown of what I just had to take care of, which was too much. As in, after work, I had to go pick up my check. I told you guys about that issue. Interesting enough, it's still an issue with the checks. I end up not being able to cash it at the check cash, and so I put it in my bank again, which it will deposit it just for it to bounce and take it away again. But as long as I'm able to pay my bill, I'm cool with that. Yeah, with that being said, I do gotta look for a new weekend position, which is not something I wanted to do, but I can't keep having it that I'm showing up not looking good to the new garage owner, because yesterday was supposed to be my payment. Situation happened and we moved it to today. Situation happened again, moved it to tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be able to sell it to her instead of us meeting up. So yeah, with that, I'm not sure if there's anything I needed more to speak about. I did speak about the verse of the day this morning. A little extra I could add to it is yeah, with that being said, I don't believe there's any more topics to speak about. I spoke about the NYC mayor thing the other day. I spoke about yeah, we could give a verse, but it's not a verse that I posted already, but we could give a verse. Let me try to find something on the topic of like anger. The Testament of Dan, chapter 3, verse 2, and the body of the angry man, it makes its own, and over its soul it gets the mastery, and it bestows upon the body power that it may work all evil. And yeah, with that being said, I'll catch you guys later or tomorrow. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications to be alerted on the daily vlogs. With that being said, Sayonara, saints and sinners all around yonder. Peace and shalom.